Welcome to the Journey of Self. This is your coach Mehnaz Amjad. And in this particular series, my intention is to assist you with awareness and knowledge so that you deal with the challenges of life the right way. The title for our session today is Seeking Shortcuts to Find Relief from Stress. In our session today, I would like to talk about the very common reaction to stressful situations. In our fast-paced, after we invented the fast food or the instant food took over our food habits, we became so used to it that in almost everything, we seek an immediate instant result. And it is just not confined to our food alone. If you observe, even in our life, in the various other domains, whether it is results of our complex project, a relationship we have been working on, or even for that matter, the way we raise our kids, we keep seeking some kind of quick results. Having this approach seep into our life, now even in our challenging times or a difficult situation we find ourselves in, we seek an immediate way out, some kind of a shortcut or a hack, which, by the way, is the most dangerous ways of dealing with crisis or challenges of any kind. I had actually also written a very detailed reply to someone who asked me a question on Quora onto seeking some advice and some tips about some quick hacks to find a way out of a difficult problem. Well, I'm not going to talk about that in here, but what I'm trying to share here is this very approach of seeking some kind of hack or shortcuts to a problem is basically now a reason why we have so many people suffering from mental ailments, because we lost the right way of dealing with things related to our life, body, or mind. And one of the things that most of us are not aware is that anytime we find ourselves in a difficult or a stressful situation, regardless of whatever shortcuts we are seeking, our subconscious mind is still parallelly processing the feelings of dread about that disaster or crisis deep down inside our body and brain. Into our brain deepest system, which is also called the limbic system, where we have the amygdala and the hippocampus. Hippocampus responsible for our memory and amygdala for our emotions. They are so deeply embedded into the limbic system of our brain that when we go through difficult situations or challenges, unless we find a solution from the root, we never be able to find a permanent way out or a permanent solution to the problem. And on top of it, if we try shortcuts or hacks to distract ourselves from the issue, what we really are not aware that our subconscious mind is still at play. Maybe consciously we have been able to distract ourselves, which can bring us some kind of momentary relief. Sleeplessness, anxiety, depression, body pains, anger, aggression, and irritability are classic symptoms of psychological distress caused by issues not addressed in the right manner. Rather, we just try to distract ourselves into doing something else. Some people like to binge on watch TV. Some like to go for shopping. Some may indulge in excessive intake of alcohol or food, including sweet stuff. Or some may do something or any other stuff which helps to immediately move ourselves or distract ourselves from the real issue. But remember, friends, our conscious mind is just 5% of how our brain operates, while the remaining 95% is the working of our subconscious mind. Therefore, we just cannot simply distract ourselves or find a shortcut or a hack to issues that need to be addressed in the right manner. The call to action for you today is pay attention to, before you pay attention, grab a pen and a paper, or if you are comfortable writing it on your laptop or computer, do that. Now, take 3 deep breaths, pause for a while, and pay attention to any of those issues in your life wherein, while they crop up, you've been trying to ignore it by some kind of shortcuts. It's not very difficult to identify them because all you have to do is pay attention to it, recall it. What is it that you've been ignoring for some time and using some kind of shortcuts or hack to distract yourself from it? Once you recall, write it down. Write it down, and next to that issue, which you know it really well, right next to it, what are the very unproductive ways you have been using to distract yourself from the real problem at hand? Once you've written this, you will realize that you've just began the right approach to solving your problem and also taking your first step from hurting both your mind and body at a very deeper level. Well, friends, that's all for today. I hope this simple but a very powerful technique will leave you with a lot of insights and work to do. For any other thing, I leave my email coordinates. You can connect with me. That's all for today, and I'll talk to you soon.